Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for this lovely end, hopefully, to this tumultuous energy. I don't think though that it's going to be, um, there's still going to be some tumultuousness. Um, but yeah, this is going to be the read for the new moon tonight in Virgo, and it was a solar eclipse today. I'm just going to read this piece to you because this kind of sums up perfectly. Solar eclipses represent entrance points into new chapters of our destiny. They bring fated or karmic events that lead us down a new path. Their energy brings us to a new state of awareness. So it's interesting though, because like normally that kind of stuff would just apply to you in particular to you, but this is a collective thing. We're doing this all together. We're going through this all together, and we'll make it through it all together. So basically, I'm just gonna take a look pretty much at the right to the cards and see see what energy we're looking at for this moon, and then um, and any things we might want to kind of just focus on and do tonight as part of our practice. I think um, just overall with the collective that anything what all the goings on today. Um, a really good thing, really simple, good thing to do. Prayer. Okay. I was only going to do one of those cards, and then I thought about three, and then three fell on the floor. So I'm going to go get them. Ah. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. So I was just getting the overall sense of this. Again, we're in a bunch of, we'll just be in a sort of continuous succession of portals coming up. So did the portal cards just to give us an idea of what's the energy is. Okay. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. That's a big piece of like where we need to be headed in the next little while. Um, yeah, just because we're ushering in this new earth. It's a process. It doesn't just materialize in front of us. So if we can just live every day in peace and grace and that energy, that's where we're headed, right? That's where we want to be headed. Um, we got the Akashic records as well, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. That's good. That's a good word. Yeah. So we're just really this eclipse is part of this closing the door and to open to the new tonight is we're heading into the new earth energy, and I feel like we're sort of being, we're not being like pushed fast and furiously into it. We're just getting a nice little like gradual, like when you walk into a lake or something and you just go, you don't jump in. You can if you want to, but you just like ease yourself in. That's kind of what I feel like is happening, and we're still clearing like all the old energy and stuff. We also got the angelic frequencies. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. So just reaffirming this is all happening as it's supposed to. No reason to panic or get upset about anything. Just let the events unfold. It's, divinely orchestrated. Our job is just go through it with ease and with grace. Ease and grace. And grace too, right? Okay, let's look at a little bit finer at this new moon. Ooh, these earrings keep getting caught on this sweater. All right. Yeah, I have a feeling it's just going to be about finding the calm in the storm for yourself. Just like, and just letting it pass over us, knowing that we're safe and secure and that it's just the process we got to go through. And then just remain calm and, um, yeah, just remain calm. All right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's hilarious, actually. Okay. Well, again, stuff you can't make up. So we got both Virgo cards. So this is definitely letting us know that this Virgo moon is very strong and we need to be doing this. We'll get to these cards in a second. The other one we got is your commitment is being tested. I wouldn't say like, yeah, you know what it is? It's not a commitment necessarily to like, it's about us. Yeah, like how are we willing to go through this and not, and not freak out and not do that stuff. So it's like try on this new energy. Um, and in that new energy, we don't worry and we don't. So it's like it's testing us on in the respect that it's testing us how we're starting to utilize this new energy, right? So that's the I don't feel like it's like a test like of the old stuff. This is about everything new. And like I said, we're being giving it in little increments, right? So um and that the reason that those the portal cards come up with grace and um freedom, grace, that's where we're heading, living with grace. Um it is a test just to see if you'll revert back to your old ways. And it's really hoping that you're not, right? That we're moving forward into this new energy. Anyway, okay, both Virgo cards are first one up is you were good enough. Um, and a time to give rather than take. So it's really interesting though, because like as much as we're talking about the collective, what this seems to be saying is really individual is make sure, and I think the take and give is like being in a state of grace and giving back to ourselves over the course of the next few days. So just making sure you're tending to your spiritual self-care. And like I said, the easiest thing that comes up is probably to do meditation, prayer, mantra, whatever works. All right, let's get a little more in depth with this moon. Whoops, there, that one just wanted to come out. Whoops, and that one too. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The first one up is the Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. Yeah, this is definitely like really pointing towards some self work this week, leading into these energies. So taking time to reflect and um, it's almost like making sure you're don't be harsh on yourself. You're good enough. You're doing the right thing, but like we need to take this time of introspection and reflection, um, and really because like the eclipses, what you always talk about, it's like it's old, closing the door on what's old and not serving us, and letting that stuff go, so that at the end of it we open into something new, right? That's the theory behind eclipses, right? And what did it say in that thing? That we are like heading towards um, leading us down a new path and new states of awareness. So it's basically what I'm getting is there's a lot of like if you're kind of having trouble seeing the forest for the trees, right? Or the trees for the forest. How does that go? It just I think it just requires us the energy requires us right now to just tune in to self. That's what I'm getting. Lots of tune into self. So do a little bit of reflection. Don't judge your past. Um, but do look at it and decide those things that we want to let go of and that are no longer serving us and that we're not taking into this new energy, right? And like I said, we're being tested in that, like, are we going to keep going back to the old ways? The goal here is to move forward. And again, we're trying not to do that really fast. We're doing this in this nice, graceful way, right? Beauty, grace, ease, peace, freedom, So we're moving towards that, but we just take your time with it, but be reflective, like of where you're at right now and what and where you do want to head and how you see this new energy. We also got the web weaver, which is synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. This one I think is just like it's just that reminder of okay, let everything unfold and just be the observer. And then as you go through, you know, the lessons and the everything we're trying to accomplish will just become more clear, right? But if you're like, if we're too far in, like, you know, macroscopically or microscopically looking at everything, we're missing, again, it's pulling out and looking at the big picture. So just observe and know that there's got, you know, there are no coincidences, right? Everything is in sync. It's synchronicity. This is a divine intelligence thing. And our job is to just, be there to facilitate the energy. So, again, making sure that we're doing our due diligence in terms of however we keep ourselves in a nice, calm uh, place of giving to ourselves, treating ourselves with dignity and respect, and all of that good stuff. We also got the Sun Dancers, which is joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. So that's a great energy to embrace moving forward. So yeah, like we do need to do. It's hard to find things right now that bring us joy, um, because there is so much tumultuous energy going around. So do what you can to celebrate this life and everything we've been given, and we're abundant, and we're heading into an even more abundant energy. And that, and be grateful and happy that this is permanent. Like we're not going back to the old ways, right? So I mean, as much as it's like yeah, this moon is talking about being reflective and looking at those things, it's almost like it's like saying a fond farewell to the past. That's what I'm getting, is like just taking the time to be like, okay, that's the way it was. This is the new energy. I'm going to be stepping into that. But it's kind of like thanking the past for all the lessons and everything that got us to this point. And now with this eclipse, we close the door on the old and we open the door to the new. I mean, really, it's pretty much, you can't make this crap up because it's telling us, like, okay, this is how an eclipse works and it's in Virgo. So do it this way. Yeah. But yeah, try to find some joyful things. There's just not enough joy in this process. And oops, okay, that's 4. I guess we could do 4. I guess we could do 4. Okay, this is really interesting that this is really coming up. So, like, there's something like we're just really doubting the process right now and where we're at. And I just want to say, like, it's a trap. Don't get stuck there. Don't anyway, the first thing is be proud of yourself. Oh my God, if you are here at this time and space, you have made it. You have to have done some of the work, or you wouldn't be tuning into someone who's reading cards or talking about energy and Reiki. Like, you're here for a reason and you made it. Like, you've done a good job. You're still doing a good job. And what was that card? You're good enough, right? And a time to give back to yourself and give yourself some, like, credit and kudos. Like, that's what this moon is all about, is like us, being our best champion for us. Like, oh, I did it. Woo. Okay, be proud of yourself. Take inspired action. Full moon in Virgo. Interesting. I think that's part of, like, the thing about, we're going to be a little reflective over what we're doing. Um, I'm getting that, that inspired action kind of piece comes around us finding joyful ways to do this. So I think it's just time to start implementing the new energy, even if you haven't quite mastered it yet. I mean, I'm sure it's going to take all of us forever to master it, but yeah, just kind of doing something to move forward. That's what I'm getting from that. Let your fears dissolve. Again, this just goes back to that whole. Um, this is divinely orchestrated. Everything is fine. Let it be, and just you know, and go about doing your work. Don't stop. Um, talk less and feel more. I'm just getting, like I said, the overall thing from today is just prayer and love and connecting with that energy and with the angels and and just being in gratitude and in peace, right? In peace and grace. Like it is a state of being, grace. It's not an emotion. It is a way of being, right? It is an energy unto itself. Um, keep striving for grace. Or at the very least, I can hear some people going, I don't know what that means or what that looks like. Perfect time to start investigating that energy and how we, how do we do it? Do some studying. Yeah. I'm going to do 4 of these too. Good. Yeah, this is a lot about just, it's not even about taking care of ourselves. It's just about, yeah, it's just about being nice to yourself, giving yourself credit where credit is due for all the hard work you've done up until this point. Um, and like I said, okay, so first up is slow it down. So again, I think we're trying to rush this process, and it's like, it's not a rushable thing. It's like, we have to go through it like in its like as it flows and let the divine orchestrate it um surrender to the path, right? Because we also got patience. Oh, did I not do 4? That's funny. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, patience. It's a process, you guys. I know it's sometimes it's just like, oh my god, we've been doing this so long. Can we get the show on the road? Can we just get this done? But the thing is that like, and especially recently, stuff has been happening every single day. Just shifts in energy, major events, like the shifting on this planet is like, for me, it's been almost disconcerting because it's like it's in full steam ahead. But sometimes it feels like nothing is happening. But we just have to be patient. It's like this. We it's critical that we're respecting the fact that this is in a process and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to, and we need to just do what we need to do. And that is like this card, which is keep seeking knowledge, right? um, and this is different than just like reading a book or researching something online. This is tapping into our knowledge we already have, that we've always had. So it's saying like, what this new earth energy is, it's like time for you to start like gaining the knowledge on how this works. The only way that you figure that out is to work with it. And so I mean, I know that's kind of tricky because it's like there's not a real good guidance system on how we do this. Like, and I've said this back in 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 videos before, and it was just like, we're, the hard part is we're writing the book now. Like, we're writing this next chapter, and exactly how we want it. So we've been sent to do this job, but we don't have the operating manual. But it's because it's our responsibility to write it. So, knowledge, just again, it's tuning in to the energy and the frequency, and um, finding a way to work it. We also got self-regulation card. There's a couple that's a couple Taurus cards in there for sure. So again, lots of like stuff. Taurus is always like everything boots on the ground, root chakra, earth, like really hear us on this planet right now and doing the boots on the ground work, right? So self-regulation is this is just a matter of for us again. I always like the bull is like it's like you could say that the rainbow is coming down on him, but I think this is more like tuning everything up within ourselves so that we're the prism and we're taking the light in and we're shining it out right into so this is getting this is basically like making sure you're energetically getting all your ducks in a row and like every other piece of this reading is just really energetically taking care of ourselves this month. So um this is the way we close out this portal. So um like I said though, um it's not going to feel like it's closed because there's still a lot of energy um that's in the transmutation process right now. There's just a lot going on. It feels like that read went really fast. Like that one, I always feel like it takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. If it's meant to be short, it's meant to be short. Plus, I am going to be churning out the energy read tomorrow, and I'll do an equinox one on Tuesday too. So let's take a look at the golden futures, and then we'll leave that. And, okay, this is. I don't say that in a weird way. I just am like, yeah, okay. So the angels are just, there's so much angel energy right now. I think, like, in terms of if you're out there or you're like, and we're questioning and we don't have the answers and we're really like not sure what to do about it, we are being asked, like in two different cards, to tune in and ask the angels. Ask the angels. And know that their frequency is right there with us. Angels are here. You are safe. You have a potent connection. So, like, basically, it's just telling us, like, all right, well, the first step in you learning this new energy is start working with the angels. Start sitting, start talking with them, um, start meditating with them. It's I can't be any more clear than that. You know what? That's funny. Now I have like that oh, I heard that yesterday. That's funny. I didn't even clue in. The song Calling All Angels. Um no, yeah, by Train, right? Anyway, there's two Calling All Angels songs. There's one with Katie Lang. It's not that version I heard. I heard the Train one. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Be working with your angels. And then I'm gonna read these two at the same time. Um, the first one's nature. Tune into the natural world. Yeah, so if the angel thing doesn't work for you, just nature. We were just commenting like we've had this like I think late kind of summers continuing into the temperatures of fall, and it's been really nice. But just so many ladybugs everywhere, like everywhere, which are always a good sign. And it's interesting because they usually are like what we call a harbinger, um, like they represent past loved ones. So it's interesting, like that, at this time and space is that they're probably here for um, the big show is happening, right? So like I'd come back as a ladybug. That'd be fun. Okay, but we also got, sorry, I got off track there. Our beautiful planet. Restore the natural world. Okay, so honestly, you can't really, make anything else up about that. It's like tune into the angels. If that doesn't work for you, they will, uh, just tuning into nature will help us learn these new energies. So, yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing. I forgot to. I don't know why, but these ancient stone cards, I'm going to put them as part of the read for the energy read for tomorrow. But they're just, I don't know, they're calling to me. So I'm going to listen. I'm listening to my angels right now. Yeah, that song's so good. I'm just thinking of the lyrics. Calling all you angels. I won't give up if you don't give up. So yeah, it's like part of the gist I was getting out there is like, yeah, people are um we're growing a little impatient, we're tired, we don't know how much more energetically we can give. Um Calling all you angels, I won't give up if you don't give up. Like, don't let's not give up right now. The, the thing is that that energy of ease and grace is there for us to take at this eclipse. That's what they're saying. So find ways to tap into it. The best way they're saying is nature, 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 nature. Um, yeah, I have nowhere to put this. So yeah, that's what we got to do. Okay, I don't know why these cards were calling, but let's see what they have to say. The secret chamber, potency, deep connection, treasure. Interesting. Wasn't there potent connection? That's okay. Sorry, you guys. I'll just read the cards. They're like hammering this angel stuff home. I don't normally like. I'll dabble in angels, I guess, and talk to them every once in a while. But I think we're just really being like they're like, you want the answers? Just talk to them. Oh, ooh, that really glitched out there. All right. Anyway, and I always think too that secret chamber, it kind of just reminds me of like a meditation. Again, deep connection, potent connection. It's all there. We need to work with this. We need to work with it. So talk to your angels. Um, we got the stone goddess, which is also unwavering love and support. They're there for you. Like they're wanting to work with us really bad. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then the last card is the Guardian Stone. Guardians of the Galaxy, we all are. Awakening, progress, initiation. You see, that's a kind of an interesting thing is like, do we just head into this energy and like instantly remember and know? Or, yeah, there might be a little of an initiation process to help get us through it. So, and it's interesting. In the background, there's a woman with her hand in prayer, but I would strongly suspect she's angelic in form. Oh, and then the wise elders are in there too. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's about that connection. It's like making sure you're tuning in, asking for help, asking for guidance, um, asking for like how do I utilize this new energy? What do I do? Um, Tuning into nature and being shown, everything. I know it's a little hard because it's like stuff we're not used to doing, right? It is going to be a little different of a meditation for us, right? Okay, I'm going to do one Nature's Rhythm Oracle. I don't know. Usually these moon reads are a lot longer. I feel like I just whipped through that, but time is weird too, right? All right, let's do one of these. Where are we at? Where are we headed? What are we doing? What should we be doing? Whoops. But let's see. Oh, there's three. I'm not reading three for sure. I'm going to look at them. Cooperation, embodiment, and breathe. Interesting. Okay, well, cooperation. I'm just going to read the tagline on those two, and then we'll do the full reading for embodiment. That's what I'm getting. So, okay, cooperation. I am part of a life network where we all cooperate harmoniously. Okay, so yeah, we're just, you are not an island expect, expected to navigate life on your own. You're part of a dynamic web where many beings support you, many beings, angels, others, others support you. This is a gracious, loving network that requires your involvement. Okay, so yeah, I mean, basically they're like, okay, start start working with this stuff. Get together, get it together, breathe. Well, we don't need to know what that one means. But again, I'm just gonna read the tagline. Breathe. I breathe clean air into my body to rejuvenate my cells and clear my mind. Okay, yeah, just doing some prayer and some breath work and getting out in nature. Yeah. Okay. Rather. Okay, so instead of pushing yourself until you're out of breath doing breath work, um, rather enjoy a walk, yoga practice, or other mindful practice of breathing meditation. Yeah. Okay, and the last card we're going to read is embodiment, and then we're going to leave it there. Okay, embodiment. I embody great strength and courage in the face of change and adversity. You have all that you need to survive and thrive in this life. To embody this strength is to walk with the confidence that you are whole and powerful. Wherever you go, there you are. Do not wait for external things to improve how you feel. The epitome of good health is within you. Yeah, definitely. This is the thing I've been getting over this whole read is that it's really important that we're doing this spiritual self-care right now, which is making sure that, you know, we're not being hard on ourselves. We're reflecting um, and doing things in a peaceful manner, with ease and with grace, and just trying to do it joyfully and enjoy it. Right, enjoy this process, and just as change happens, we just breathe and get through it, and not just get through it, but like start to tune in. So yeah, calling all angels. Calling all you angels. Don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. So have a good uh, end to this eclipse corridor, and we'll see you tomorrow for the energy read to see what the upcoming week has and this new season upon us. So take care of yourselves.